Good heavens, I just realized where we are. Satan's Hollow. Why did we come way out here to park?
Just to be alone.
Silly, I know that, but why this spooky place? The lake would have been more romantic.
Sure, and as busy as a meat market selling 10-cent steak.
We interrupt the music to bring you a news bulletin concerning the fiery object that was reported to have crashed in the hills east of town an hour ago.
Fiery object? What's he talking about?
Shh, let's hear this.
The object, whatever it was, has not been located yet, although state police are combing the area where it was seen to have come down. No trace of any wreckage or debris has been found. The only witnesses to the mysterious crash, a farmer and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Henry Stokes, said they were just preparing to retire for the night when they saw a bright flash through their bedroom window. They ran to the window just in time to see what Mr. Stokes described as a giant-sized shooting star dive behind a hill and apparently explode. The witnesses were unable to say exactly how far away the fireball fell, and it is believed that this is the reason the searchers have been unsuccessful in locating it. Stay tuned to this station for further developments as they occur. And now we return to music for your late-hour listening enjoyment.
What in the world do you think it was?
Not from this world, baby. You heard what the man said. It came from the sky.
Buddy, aren't you ever serious?
Sure, I'm real serious right now about you.
Well, Sue, that sounds about like him. Did you have any money with you?
Enough, but I'll tell you, Judy, he's not going to do that to me again.
That's what you said the last time. Hey, there's Chris. Gee, he's a little early.
Well, I'll see you later.
Hey, you ready?
Just about, but you're a little early. I'll be right back.
Okay, hurry.
Well, hello, handsome.
Well, hello yourself way up there.
How's it going, Chris?
Oh, couldn't be better right now. You still mad at me, Annie?
I never was. I couldn't care less. Yeah, you couldn't.
Oh, come on now. You... Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Well, where shall we start? How about a nice drive in the country?
Oh, just like that, huh? Are you sure you want to go with little me? Or had you rather see the country with Annie?
Now, don't be like that. You know that's all over and done with, don't you?
Well, I certainly thought so, but I no sooner turn my back and I see you looking up there with those big cow eyes.
Oh, I was just talking to her. Now, come on. You know me better than that.
Well, you did date her a while, and I suppose it's okay just to talk. But that's all you'd better do, Chris Johnson.
All right, okay, let's go. This is more like it.
Yeah. All we need is a loaf of bread and a jug of wine. Gee, we're really in the wilderness.
Yeah. Making a Coke and out. We got it made.
Ew, you dirty young man. Come on, let's get next to nature.
Okay.
It's good to get away from everyone sometimes. You know, I mean really get away.
That really is.
Say, isn't this a spot where the flying saucer landed?
Oh, the radio only said a flaming object. It could have been a shooting star or a satellite or anything like that.
Okay, Boysom, I'd like to think it was a flying saucer with little green men that come to say, take me to you later.
Yeah, later. And we'd be all over the newspapers. But seriously, have you ever thought about... Well, sometimes when I'm alone, I think about the things that we don't know about the sky and the earth and the air and the wind and, well, even this leaf.
Well, Chris, I didn't know you were a philosopher. You sound just like Professor Clary.
Well, I suppose I do. But Clary's lectures have started me to thinking. Like, we don't really know what keeps this Earth in orbit or what's out there in space. Sometimes when I'm by myself,
There they are. Hi. We thought we'd find you two out in the boondocks. Yeah, it's so good to see you.
We're going down to the beach and have a dance in. You guys want to come along?
no thanks, Raj. We'll see you down there later, maybe.
Oh, all right. You two have fun. We'll try. Come on, Chris, let's take a walk.
Say, you were comparing me a moment ago with Clary. Did I ever tell you about the day that he slipped right off his desk and fell in the middle of the oral?
No. How in the world did he fall off his desk?
Well, you know the way he props himself back on his
Yeah.
spine like he does? Well, on this particular day, they had just treated the floors, and he had both feet out in front of him. Both of them slipped and kapow, he fell.
Oh, poor old Professor Clary. I can just see him doing that. Then what happened?
Well, then he gets up off the floor and adjusts his glasses. You know the way he does. And says completely unrattled, all right, class, now that I have succeeded in fracturing my left fibula, my right tibia, several vertebrae, as well as caving in a portion of my rib cage, we might as well continue with the oral examination.
Oh, Chris, you sound just like him.
Judy, you want me to clue you in on something?
Sure, what?
You're something else when you laugh. I mean, you're special. Just like the song says, sweeter than wine.
Uh-huh. And you'd better not have any more. You're liable to get drunk. And remember, you're driving.
Come on now, what's with this running off bit? Long weekend, remember? We don't have to be back in class till next Tuesday.
Well, what do you want to do? Spend the next 4 days out here?
Hey, that's the best idea I've heard today.
Sorry, but I've got to get back home before Mrs. Pierce thinks we've eloped.
Hey, that's another good idea.
Big talk. Nothing but big talk. You know you wouldn't get mad if your life depended on it.
Why, you... Wait, hello?
Well, Clint, was that fiery object that crashed last night what they were looking for?
Yep, a rocket.
A rocket?
One of ours. And would you believe it? Those government boys were already there.
How the devil they beat us out here?
Beats me how they do it. But I'll tell you one thing. They won't get my vote in any popularity contest.
What do you mean?
I mean, that thing crashed right here in my county, and they won't let me near it. Makes me about half sore.
I can't say that I blame you.
Oh, come on, we're wasting time here. Let's go. Alan Clayton.
Clint Crawford. Or should I say Sheriff Crawford?
Oh, Clint will do. How are you, Alan?
Fine, fine. Say, I heard you were elected over old Tige Potts by a landslide. Congratulations.
Oh, well, thanks. Oh, you haven't met my chief deputy, Ben Whitfield, Professor Alan Clayton.
How do you do?
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Alan was head of the biology department at the university before you came here. But I thought you were over at Cape Kennedy. Well, what are you doing out here today? Hey, is that one of the rockets you built and now they're mad at you because it cracked up?
I wouldn't be at all surprised. No, I guess they just figured they had to have an egghead in on the party.
Well, I hope you get along with those government boys better than I did.
Wonder where they're going.
I don't know. Hey, there's a call coming in.
Right.
Clint, I guess your business kind of keeps you hopping, too, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Well, listen, I've got to get over and see what these government boys want. Say, why don't you come over to the house some night and have a cold beer with me?
Well, thanks. I just might take you up on that.
Do that, Clint. Nice to see you.
Bye, Alan.
Yeah, okay, Pat. We're only about 5 minutes away from there now. Unit 1 out. What's up? Pat says it's murder. Where? Satan's Hollow.
Bennett girl's dead. The Williams boy's still alive. Ambulance driver said it's hard to tell how bad he was hurt. Sometimes a lot of blood makes it look worse than it is.
I sure hope so.
Man, did you ever see anything as bad in your life as the way that little girl was chewed up? There wasn't even enough left of her face to identify.
I know. I hate to think how our folks are going to take it.
What kind of a killer could do a thing like that?
I wish I knew.
What the devil's going on around here, Clint? I went out there where that thing cracked up, and those government boys wouldn't let me near the place.
Same thing happened to me. Seems it's in my county, but outside my jurisdiction.
Now, one of them told me you fellas followed the ambulance down here, so I headed this way. What's going on?
Murder, Wes. Girl chewed to pieces. Boy barely alive.
Who, Clint?
Buddy Williams and the Bennett girl.
When did it happen?
Sometime last night.
Any idea who did it?
No. No idea.
You should have seen that little girl's body.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you later. Come on, help us look around, Wes.
Let me get some pictures first?
No, first we try to find some kind of a lead.
Okay, where do we start?
Ben, you go north. Buddy, you try that direction. I'll take the woods. And be careful.
Maybe I found something.
What is it?
Come and see for yourself.
What's happening? What's all the yelling for?
Wes found something. Let's take a look. Now, this is where something came out of the woods onto the road here. And over here, where the ground is soft, it left some tracks. You ever seen anything like this in your life?
Nope, can't say as I have. Got any ideas, Ben?
Well, I'll tell you what it looks like. A bull gator leaves tracks something like this.
A gator walking on his hind legs?
Pat, I said it looks like it, but these are different. They're larger, much larger.
Well, the tracks seem to be coming from that direction. Ben, suppose you backtrack, see what you can find out. I'll follow them, see where they lead.
All right, Clint. Well, what about me?
Oh, you go back to the car, call Pat, tell him to bring some plaster out here so I can make a moulage of these tracks. Tell him to make it snappy.
Right.
Oh, and Wes, don't say anything about this to your newspaper, at least not for the time being.
Clint, you know I haven't...
Look, Wes, I mean it.
Okay, Clint. For the time being.
Sheriff, you're going to get run over one of these days stepping out in front of cars like this.
Hi, Clint.
Hello, Darlene. What are you kids doing out here?
We heard there was some action out this way last night.
Yeah, flying saucer or something, so we thought we'd come out and see it.
The state fuzz up the road there wouldn't let us near the place.
Well, they had their reasons. Where are you headed now?
Out to our cabin to have a barbecue and play some records.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you kids to forget the party and go on back to town.
Oh, hold on a minute, Sheriff.
Look, I haven't got time to stand here and argue. You'll have to forget the party. I mean it.
Now, wait a minute, Clint. Just because you may be my future brother-in-law doesn't give you the right to tell me what to do.
No, it doesn't, but being sheriff does.
Oh, now, listen to the big tough Matt Dillon type. What are you going to do, give us till sundown to get out of town, Sheriff?
No. I'm going to give you about 1 minute to turn this car around and get out of here. Because I'm about to lose my patience.
Well, I've already lost mine, Fuzz.
Look, punk, don't ever call me Fuzz. When you talk to me, call me Sheriff. Now get out of here.
What the devil's wrong with that Bowers kid?
Oh, he's just mad because I made him go back to town. Find anything?
No, the tracks seem to lead off in the east there, but I lost them here where the ground gets rocky.
East, huh?
Yeah, they seem to come from the general direction of where that rocket, say, where the rocket fell. You don't suppose there's any connection between the rocket and this thing that we're...
No, I don't see how. Come on, we got work to do.
Any calls yet?
Yeah, one.
Pat on his way?
Should be here any minute.
Good.
Clint, bad news.
What's that?
The Williams kid didn't make it.
Oh, that's tough. He was a nice boy.
That's too bad. Who's going to break the news to the parents?
I'll have to do it. Ben, go down and patrol that river road till I get some state police up here. And don't let anyone near that place.
Right.
This is a bomb. We had a real swinging weekend plan. That stupid sheriff had to go and blow it.
Oh, you know, they're all the same. You pin one of those dime store badges on them, and all of a sudden, they're big men from Tough Town.
The nerve of that guy. What does your sister see in him anyway, darling? It's a long story. He and Bob, you know Joan's husband, were close friends. They fought together in Korea. Then when Bob was killed and Clint finally got back, they kind of drifted together. The weird thing is she's really stuck on him.
Boy, are you lucky. Gonna have a real live sheriff in the family.
I'll only be a minute, Pat.
Hi, honey. Aren't you a little early?
Joan, honey, I'm sorry, but
Don't tell me. Our dinner date tonight's canceled.
I can't help it. Something real serious came up.
I know. I was an emergency when they brought in those kids.
Then you saw them.
Yes. Clint, what happened to them?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, I'm worried. They say it happened at Satan's Hollow. Darlene went up there this morning with that Rex Bowers.
Well, you can stop worrying. I ran into them and told them to come back into town. Which reminds me, why don't you discourage Darlene from running around with that Bowers boy? He's headed for real trouble.
I've talked to her. She won't listen.
Well, you better have another talk with her. I'm sorry, honey. I gotta leave. I'll call you later.
Bye, honey. Take care of yourself.
You know, when I think how stupid people really are, keeping us away from the lake and blowing our party.
Yeah, I guess they think we're gonna drive out there and load their old rocket in the backseat of your convertible and then make off with it.
Haven't you heard they think we're foreign spies?
Well, I'm not gonna let the fuzz tell me what to do. I'm gonna wait till it's dark and go out there again. You with me?
Yeah, groovy.
Well, what do you think?
I'm in, but I think we should invite everybody. Yeah, the more people, the crazier the blast. There's someone we can invite. Who? Chris Jordan. He and Judy probably are looking for something to do. Well, I'll go ask him. Let me out, Ray.
Wait a minute. Let Carla ask him. It's her idea.
No, she wants to ask him because she still has a big crush on him. Right, Darlene? Shut up, Carla.
Hey, what is this anyway?
Why, didn't you know? Darlene and Chris had a big item going 2 years ago. If you don't shut up.
Is it true? What about it?
Yes, we were engaged once. Why?
Well, why didn't you tell me anything about it?
You never asked.
Hey, man, sit down. Don't blow your cool over some chick.
Oh, gee, I hope you didn't get in any trouble with your house mother.
No, Mrs. Pierce wasn't here when I came in.
Ooh, that's good. Look, why don't I pick you up about 7 and we'll go for a drive or something? Maybe it'll make you feel better. Well, maybe we'll run into some of the gang and drum up some excitement. Yeah. I guess we have had enough excitement for one day. Okay. We'll do something together. Just the two of us. All right, sweetie. Goodbye.
Hey, you didn't even talk to him. No need to. I heard him calling Judy. They want to be antisocial. Just the two of them.
How do I love thee? Let me count the way.
You heard the whole conversation? At least his side.
Lay it on us, baby. What'd he say? What'd he say?
He said what? Well, you can tell him for me I don't give a damn how undermanned his department is. I need state troopers up here to help me. That's better. Now the state barracks is giving me trouble.
State police chief's an old friend of Tige's Potts. They're probably still sore about your getting Tige's job.
Look, Clint, I hate to bring this up right now, but...
Wait a minute, Wes. Pat, I want you to call Alan Clayton at the university. Find out if he's available tonight. If you don't find him there, try his home. Pat, use the phone in the other office, will you?
Right, sure.
Okay, Wes. Now, what were you saying?
I was saying that I hate to bring it up right now, but I've got a paper to get out. Now, how long do I have to hold this story?
Look, Wes, this involves the welfare and safety of the whole county. If word of this got out right now, no telling what might happen.
Clint, I have a responsibility to my subscribers.
And I have a responsibility for their safety. Look, all I'm asking you is to keep the lid on it a couple of days. Now, how about it?
All right. I may as well go back to the office.
Wes, this is for the state crime lab. Drop it off for me, will you?
Sure. Anything else?
No, that's all. Now, don't forget to drop it off. I want the lab to get on it right away.
Don't worry. I'll see you later.
Sheriff, I've got the professor on the line. You want to speak to him?
Thanks, Pat. Hello, Alan. I got a puzzle you might be able to help me with.
Chris, I'm so glad you're here.
Well, what's the matter? You're shaking.
It's simply gotten to me, Chris. Nothing like this has ever happened before.
You gotta pull yourself together. I mean, going to pieces won't help matters any.
But what are we going to do?
Well, we are not going to do anything except try to get ourselves back to normal. Let's get something to eat.
Oh, I don't think I can eat anything. But I'll try.
Okay.
Judy. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Betty.
Hi, Betty.
What do you have?
A couple of hamburgers and Cokes, I guess.
You're on your way to the blast, too.
What blast?
What are you talking about?
The beach party. Rex and Darlene and some of the others just left. Said they were going to the lake.
Chris, they don't know what danger they're in.
Oh, they'll be all right. The cops will never let them get near the place.
What if they sneak in? You know how stubborn Rex is.
No, I don't. I'm not as well acquainted with him as you are.
Oh, Chris, don't be juvenile.
Look, Judy, I could care less what happens to Rex Bowers.
What about Darlene and the others? I think you should call Sheriff Crawford so they can notify the officers out there to watch for them. If any of them were to get hurt or killed, we'd never forgive ourselves.
All right.
Hey, you guys are late.
Sorry, we stopped off to get some goodies.
Hey, you having trouble seeing past patrol?
Nah. Most of them over by Satan's Hollow anyway.
Go ahead and have it.
Yeah. I got it.
Sorry, good evening, Charlie.
The sheriff isn't in his office.
Did you try Darlene's sister?
Yeah, but she had already left the hospital. I called her house, and she isn't there either.
Okay. We'd better go to the lake and tell the gang to stay away from there.
Whatever you say.
Hey, what about your order?
What do you make of it, Alan?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it.
Why do you say that?
Well, it does have some familiar characteristics, but there are also certain differences.
Differences? From what?
Like from an alligator print. That's what this impression resembles.
Strange. That's what Ben said.
And you say you tried to follow the tracks?
Yeah, but we lost him on hard ground.
Say, how about a drink?
Oh, no thanks. I'm on duty.
You don't mind if I have one, do you?
Be my guest.
Sheriff's Office. Deputy Lynch speaking. Oh, hi, Joan. No, he isn't here right now. He drove over to Lanesburg to Professor Clayton's house. Yeah.
Then you're not sure what kind of animal made that track?
No, but I'd like to study the moulage a little longer.
All right, Alan. But I need to know something as soon as possible.
Right. I'll try and let you know something by morning.
Fine, I'd appreciate it. Night, Alan.
Good night, Clint.
Unit 1 calling base. Unit 1 calling base. Pat, I'm leaving Professor Clayton's house, headed for Satan's Hollow. Unit 1 out.
Hello?
This is Joan Scott. Is Sheriff Crawford there?
No, he just left.
Oh, I missed him at the office, too. Well, thank you anyway.
Sheriff's Office. Unit 1 to the Sheriff's Office. Come in fast. Come in.
Unit 1 to the Sheriff's Office. Come in fast. I'm trapped in Satan's Hollow. The car's stuck.
Come in, fast. Everybody. Come in. Come in, somebody.
Come in, boys! Come in! My God, come in, somebody! Come in, sir! Come in, fast! My God, help me! Come in, fast! Come in!
Hey, there's a great new instrumental by the Wildcats. Another climber for our top 40. Now, if you cats want to eat at the swingin'est place in town,
Hey,
we
someone's
reckon-
coming.
Chris and Judy.
What are you doing out here? I came to tell you to take your party somewhere else.
What, and leave here?
You're sick, man.
It's with everybody, anyhow. That's all we heard all day long. Get away from here. Stay away from here. It's beginning to sound like a broken record.
We have as much right here as anyone else.
Look, I'm telling you this for your own good.
Well, I'm fed up taking orders, lover boy. You go take your advice and peddle it somewhere else.
Now, listen, Rex.
No, you listen. Nobody invited you and little Miss Sunday School out here. This is our private blast, and if you don't dig it, split.
I'm just trying to help you.
I said split.
Look, buddy, don't push me.
Okay, you proved your point.
All right. I'm telling you for the last time, and you'd better take my word for it. You're in a lot of danger if you stay here. And of advice. Come on, Judy.
You okay, honey?
Well, it was beginning to get too cold for comfort out here anyway.
Yeah, gang, why don't we go over to Mitch's house? He has a heated swimming pool.
Yeah, come on, let's go over to my pad.
Coming, Rex? You cats go ahead and split if you want to. I'll leave here when I get good and ready.
Yeah, but you got the wheels, remember?
So ride with Mitch.
Hey, don't get touchy about it. Come on, Carla.
What about you, darling? I'd better stay with Rex. Does it hurt much?
Nah, just a scratch.
Shall I kiss it to make it well?
I thought your sister was the only nurse in your family.
Says you how wrong you can be. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No.
Well, I still don't know a lot about it, but I think we should have told them.
Maybe you're right, but the sheriff told us not to say anything, remember? At least anyway, I tried.
Oh, Rex will never listen to anyone. But I
guess the sheriff knows what he's doing.
I sure hope so.
Oh, Chris, this is a creepy old road.
Yeah. Hey, that's the sheriff's car.
I don't see anybody around.
I think I'll take a look.
Wait, Chris, don't leave me.
Okay, come on. Don't, Judy. Don't look.
What is it?
It's Ben Whitfield. He's dead.
Oh, Chris, let's get out of here. Chris.
Chris! Chris! Chris, Judy. Sheriff Crawford, what happened to you?
Never mind. Where's Ben?
In the car.
Let's get back to town.
Yes, sir.
I don't care how short-handed you are. I need more men. You sent me 2 men to patrol that whole area. Some kids slipped past him last night, and one of the kids was killed. Now, what am I supposed to tell his parents? That their state patrol couldn't spare the men? No, I need at least 20 men. Then they'll be there in an hour. Fine. Pat, come here. I want you to go out there and meet those troopers. See, they cover every road leading in there. That one, and the Satan's Hollow Road. I want that whole area sealed off. Got it?
Right.
Then hop to it. I'll be along later.
Yes, sir.
Honey, how's Darlene?
She'll be all right. I left her at my aunt's house with the doctor. Poor kid was in shock. All the way home, she just sat there beside me, as rigid and motionless as a mannequin.
Well, shouldn't you be with her? I mean, there's no... What did you say?
About Darlene?
No, the part about the mannequin.
Clint, I don't understand.
Just a minute, honey.
Gazette, Lyle speaking. Clint, you got anything I can print yet?
No, not yet. But there is something you can do for me that could get you the biggest story you've ever printed. Now, I want you to get in touch with Maury Stern. He won't be at his store this late, but I'm sure you can find him at...
Okay, I'll take care of that for you.
Goodbye, Wes. Alan, I didn't expect you here tonight.
Yeah, well, after some consideration, I thought I'd better talk to you again. Could I speak with you alone?
Well, sure. Joan, if you and the kids don't mind.
We'll get a cup of coffee.
All right, Alan. What's on your mind?
Well, Clint, I'm afraid I wasn't being entirely honest with you earlier this evening. To tell you the truth, as soon as I saw that moulage, I had an idea what that creature was.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I'll try and explain. When I was at Cape Kennedy, I was involved in space research. Well, it was top secret work, so naturally there were some people I had to check with before I could give you any information.
Then what you're saying is that this creature, or whatever it is connected with the government space program?
I believe so. You see, we were involved in a project called Operation Noah's Ark. The purpose of the project was to try to ascertain the effects of cosmic radiation on live animals. Well, we sent a rocket further out into space than any rocket containing life had ever gone. It contained over 40 different kinds of animal life. But when it got 300,000 miles out, which is well beyond the moon, we lost contact. Well, after about 3 months, we abandoned hope and gave it up for lost. And then suddenly, last night, one of our tracking stations picked it up again as it re-entered the Earth's atmosphere. Now, the thing that was strange about it was the length of time it had been gone, almost 6 months.
Then what happened?
Well, you know the rest. That was it that fell outside of town last night. That's why they wouldn't let anybody near it.
And that's why they brought you out there.
Clint, I can't begin to describe the horror of what we found inside that wreckage. I'll never forget the sight of those horrible mutations.
They were still alive?
Some of them were. The rest of them had been eaten by something huge.
Yeah, I ran into that something earlier this evening. It almost killed me. It's killed 4 times already. It's not going to kill again if I can prevent it. Chris, you and the girls can come in now. Chris.
Yes, sir.
Your father owns a construction company, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
Here's a list of things I need. Can you get them for me?
Sure, no sweat.
Okay, meet me at the West Shore intersection as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Chris, wait for me.
Well, Clint, have you got a plan?
Yep. You ever go duck hunting?
Duck hunting? Why, sure.
Then you know about decoys.
Mm-hmm. Would you mind making it a little bit clearer?
On the way out there. Joan, I'll drop you off at your aunt's.
No, I'm going with you. I'm not staying behind not knowing what's happening to you out there. I'm going, and that's final.
All right, come on.
Are you dressing up? Oh, the place covered. State troopers have all roads covered. The area is completely sealed off. Good. Past 11. You ought to be here. There he comes now.
How's it coming?
Area's sealed off tighter than a drum.
Fine. How about you, Wes? Get everything?
Everything but one.
Joan! Honey, I hate to ask you this, but there's one small favor you can do for me. Now, Wes, you got everything except one up.
Sorry I'm late, Sheriff, but some of the stuff was hard to find.
Okay, Chris, put it in Wes's car.
Chris? Yeah?
Why did you bring Judy with you? Why didn't you take her back to her dorm?
Well, I didn't want to delay you. I thought you wanted the stuff right away.
All right, you stay in the car with her.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, move out.
What does he want with all that stuff?
I don't know what he wanted with it.
behind those rocks.
I bet Maurice Stern never thought one of his mannequins would end up as a booby trap, huh?
You all right, honey?
Yeah, except for my favorite uniform being blown to pieces.
I'll buy you all the uniforms you want.